She is a beautiful blonde elf with red eyes. When she walks into a room, all eyes are drawn to her beauty. She is an S-rank adventurer and was a member of Fangs of the Black Wolf, an S-rank adventuring party that was quite well known in the Central Continent back in the day. Her fellow members were Paul, Ghislaine, Talhand, Geese, and Zenith. She has a curse which forces her to sleep with men frequently, otherwise she will start to die. I call this the fan service curse. She has a very high sex drive and said that she would sleep with men regardless of her curse, so she pursues them out of both obligation and desire. In the series, it wasn't mentioned whether she had a specific preference for men and would welcome anyone regardless of looks, age, race, size. The Mushoku Tensei doujin artists have got so much freedom to draw now and call it canon. After the displacement incident, she teamed up with Roxy and Talhand to find her friend Paul's missing family. This whole journey of helping Paul took more than 2 years. She's a good person that's doing this out of friendship. She's traveled across the Central, Melis, and Demon continent in the anime. After the trio find out the location of Paul's wife and Rudius's mother, Zenith, she travels across to the Central continent to inform Rudius. Her Japanese voice actor is Rie Tanaka. Due to her experience, not only does she have a lot of knowledge about history, terrain, monsters, people's behaviors, but she's also a decent tanker, meaning someone that can endure enemy attacks. This would be useful for an adventuring party. She uses a shield and a sword, more specifically an estoc, to fight. It's imbued with a magical ability that can create wind slices strong enough to cut trees. It's a shame we haven't seen it in action in the anime. Although she doesn't have brute force, she is good at hitting all their critical points. Think of Asuna's fighting style from Sword Art Online. Fast and precise. She was not eager to meet Paul, saying that he's scum. It may be due to the fact that he impregnated Zenith and the party had to be disbanded, and at the end Paul may have said some very hurtful words to ELINALISE. She's very flirtatious. She flirts with any man around her, almost like if it was her second nature. When she finally found Rudius, she started flirting with him, touching his chest, and then being very forward. But the idea of being Paul's daughter or even linked to him turned her off, as well as not making a move on Roxy's man because she's all about the sisterhood. It wouldn't be a stretch to call her a really good manipulator. She knows exactly what men want to hear and how their minds work. In the story, she's been able to arouse men, diffuse conflicts, and easily make friends with anyone. Because she has so much intercourse, her skills are top class. She states that no man leaves unsatisfied. Even Soldat gave a review. In the journey to Renoa Magic Academy with Rudius, they took a wrong turn, and she wasn't able to find any men for 1 week, so her health started to deteriorate. Note, at this time Rudius had ED, so he couldn't help her even if he wanted to. She joined Renoa Magic Academy alongside Rudius because she developed an interest in young boys after being with Rudius for a while. She paid 3 Asura gold coins for the whole 7 years of tuition at the academy. Cliff Grimoire falls heavily in love with her just from looking at her. They become a couple and she tries her best to be faithful to him and him only. Cliff vowed to find a cure for her curse, which is one of the reasons why she fell for him. Will Cliff have death by snoo snoo, or will he survive and live a happy life? Find out in the next episode of Mushoku Ball Z.